Motion graphics is one of the best ways to tell stories in the video making process, and it's been years since YouTubers started using it. Not only is it satisfying to watch, but it also helps you better understand what's going on in the video. Your brain can process information much more easily. From math tutorials and language lessons to motivational videos, people use motion graphics as B-rolls all the time, but making them is harder than you think. It takes a lot of time, resources, and energy just to create a 4 to 5 second animation. Personally, I use After Effects to create them, and even with experience, it comes with a lot of challenges. Until recently, Kling 3.0 was released, and when I tested it, I realized not only can I make them faster, I can actually create even more professional ones that would be hard for me to achieve in the software I normally use. Now let me show you exactly how you can create motion graphics fast, easy, and way more professionally using AI. While I was wondering what I should actually make, I started searching through my own videos to find a very simple animation I had made before. So I found a simple one from one of my previous videos and took a screenshot of it. What we need for this process is ChatGPT plus an image and video generator tool. I'm using Higgsfield, where we can access the Kling 3.0 model. And these are what I was able to create with AI, which is absolutely freaking awesome. So let me show you how it's done. For this process, we need to rely on ChatGPT more than anything, because you need the most detailed prompt possible. I gave the screenshot to ChatGPT and asked it to describe the image and turn it into an image generation prompt so I could use it in another AI tool. Then I copied the prompt and headed into Higgsfield AI to create my first image using Nano Banana. After generating the image, which looked exactly like the reference image, maybe even cooler, it was time to animate it. So I went back to ChatGPT and asked it to generate a prompt for animating the image. I told it to create a prompt where the top text appears word by word with a glitch effect. The boxes come up from the bottom of the screen one by one, and the text inside the boxes appears using a typewriter effect. After generating the animation prompt, I went back to Higgsfield, headed to the video section, and selected the Kling 3.0 model from the menu. Now, here's what this model does best. You can create videos up to 15 seconds long, which is pretty powerful for so many use cases. You can also choose 1080p resolution, something many other models like Grok still don't offer. It's also cheaper than Google VO in terms of credit usage. Google VO gives you up to 8 seconds for 58 credits, while Kling gives you 15 seconds for 30 credits at the same resolution. Kling also has another model called Omni, which was released recently and focuses more on character performance. Since we're not doing character-heavy animation here, I went with the 3.0 model. It also includes a multi-shot feature, where you can enable multiple shots and control their durations within the 15-second limit. So I added our generated image as the first frame and pasted in the animation prompt to see the result, and this is insanely good. I even tested it using Kling's previous model 2.6 just to compare the accuracy. And here's the generated video. The new version is definitely improved. Since I really liked the result, I decided to generate even more retro pixel-style motion graphics. So what I have in mind for the new animation is I want a box and a hammer in the middle of the screen with the text "smash it" above it. After generating the image, the hammer should start hitting the box and the box should crack. It should do that a couple of times, and with each hit, the cracks get bigger until it finally shatters into small pieces. So I first explained the image to ChatGPT and asked it to give me the same style prompt we used for the first image. It gave me a detailed image prompt and I copied it. Now here in Higgsfield, using Nano Banana, what you should do is paste the prompt and add the previous image we generated, because I want maximum accuracy and style, and no matter how detailed the prompt is, it's always better to include a reference image. So I add a part in the prompt that says to use the reference image for the style only. I already generated the image, but just in case, to show you what the output looks like, I did it again. And every time I use this method, it gives a very similar result. Now we need to ask ChatGPT to animate it. Like I explained before, I want the hammer to hit the box a couple of times, and the box should crack more with each hit, then finally smash into blue pixel pieces. After it gives me the prompt, I copy it along with the image and go to Kling to generate the video. Just a couple of things you should know. Since it's early access to Kling, if you choose 1080 resolution, it may take a bit longer compared to the other options. Also, for this kind of motion graphic, I usually choose only 8 seconds for the generation. I think it's good, but since I wanted the hammer to move a bit faster, I slightly changed the prompt. That's so much better. Now let's move to the next image. What I want is 3 stairs that look like golden boxes in the middle of the screen, and a cat standing on the 3rd step with the text, "Be careful," at the top of the screen. The idea behind this is that the cat starts moving and climbing the stairs, and when it reaches the 3rd stair, it falls off and then lies down on the ground. So I explained this image idea to ChatGPT in the same style, and it generated the prompt. One more time, I went into Higgsfield to generate the image with Nano Banana, just like the previous images. I added a reference image, my first image, and told the AI to use that style for more accuracy. I already generated these 2 examples you see on the screen. I'm just showing you that the prompt works every time, but I think I'm going to go with one of my previous ones. Back to the animation. I tried creating it multiple times because I couldn't achieve the result I wanted at first, but I finally managed to generate a good one just the way I wanted. While you can create these super professional motion graphics with AI, you're still able to create so many other things with the new Kling model. I was curious to test more features, so I started animating some scenes I had already created. And the results were really impressive. Whether you want to make ads, UI mockups, motion graphics, or even professional cinematic multi-shot videos, Kling's new model does a very good job. It's honestly one of the best models released so far. That's it. Oh, and I've added 4 motion graphics style prompts that you can download and use, plus a short guide on how to use ChatGPT properly when generating these kinds of prompts. That way, you don't need professional editing software like After Effects anymore. You can do everything with AI. Also, for a very limited time, you can get 52% off premium plans on Higgsfield. If you're interested, check the link in the description. And if you create any videos using Kling, drop your video link in the comments. I'll pin the best one.